Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend is going well. It's Saturday, December 8th. I have some positive news to share with you guys. This is not financial or investment advice. The first I want to share with you guys, TD Ameritrade. They have a network called the TD Ameritrade Network, which I did not know about, but it's essentially investment tips, market insights, strategy tips, and so forth. Well, they're hosting a CryptoWhatsNext special live on Monday, December 10th. So this coming Monday, it says here in the tweet, a rough week for crypto with Bitcoin crashing into a 3 handle and Ethereum dropping 30% since Saturday. Do not miss this. The CryptoWhatsNext special live from Nasdaq on the only network with no nonsense crypto coverage in 2018. So coverage starts at 8 a.m. Eastern. They have Thomas Lee, as you guys know, many of you know, Ari Paul, and from Block Tower Capital, you have the director of research, Nolan, I can't pronounce his last name, from CoinDesk, Travis Kling, you have Mark Yusko, who's from Morgan Creek Capital. So you have some big players in the market. And once again, this is being hosted by TD Ameritrade, and it's going to be live from the Nasdaq. Now, it's important, and the reason why I'm sharing this is because these are big players in the market. They're moving a lot of money here, right? You know, you and I may have a couple thousand, tens of thousands involved, maybe some of you hundreds of thousands, I don't know. But these guys have millions. They have a lot more to lose in this market. But it's good to see them coming out and talking about what's happening. And as I've stated many times, these guys are not looking short term; they're looking long term. The market is, bottoming out right now, and I believe it's going to start afresh next year with institutions leading the charge, with mainstream marketing. We're going to start to see crypto services and products being marketed to us and to the general public. And of course, TD Ameritrade, they are getting involved. They invested in ErisX. We know Fidelity. We know ICE, the parent company in New York Stock Exchange, along with Starbucks, are launching back. We know Yale and Harvard and all these other high-profile universities have invested in crypto as well. So these are all facts. I've shared them with you many times. And it's good to see that TD Ameritrade is doing this. So definitely check this out if you can, guys. I'm definitely going to, because I want to see what they have to say. It's important to know what's happening in the market and what the big players are doing. So as mentioned, they have a lot to lose as well. So definitely want to let you guys know about this. So definitely check that out. It's TDA Network on Twitter. So at TDA Network. Now, on to speaking of big money, here at Grayscale, which we've talked about before, and they often tweet what's going on in their portfolio. Well, there's some news here reported by The Block that they hold over 1% of Bitcoin's circulating supply. So that's why I just said they have a lot to lose. The general average Joe may have one Bitcoin or part of a Bitcoin, or some may have multiple, right? These guys have 203,000 Bitcoin. 203,000. So obviously it's a lot of money there, guys. And it is Grayscale, the largest cryptocurrency institutional investment firm, now holds over 203,000 Bitcoin in its Bitcoin investment trust, which presents 1.117% of circulating supply. The GBTC's assets under management are now $826 million, which marks December, the first month the AUM dropped below 1 billion in 2018. So do you see how much these guys have involved here? And I've stated it before, they're not doing this for fun. They're not doing this as a hobby. They are in it to make money. And they have clients that, this is their clients' money, and they're looking to make money for their clients. So that's why I always like to have you think outside the box a bit, step away, and look at the bigger picture. There's a lot of buying being done OTC, over the counter. So you have to keep that in mind. It's not reflected on the exchanges, and it's being done by these big investment firms, hedge funds, and they're slowly accumulating. Look at that, 203,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot, man. And you keep in mind with all the Bitcoin that's lost, and obviously we haven't fully mined all the Bitcoin. And it's not just to say Bitcoin, but obviously they're holding XRP, Ethereum. They're holding a lot. If you ever seen the tweets from Grayscale, they include XRP in the top crypto. So they are holding a lot, guys. And that should give you confidence to know that regardless of how the market's going, these guys are still hodling. They are looking at the future, the growth of this market, where we have to be patient. Moving ahead, Binance. I'm actually surprised by this. Binance releases demo for a planned decentralized cryptocurrency exchange. So they're looking to offer a decentralized service here. Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by adjusted trading volume, has released a new video demo of its decentralized exchange, dubbed Binance DEX, ahead of its launch in early 2019. There's so many launches scheduled for 2019. Release Wednesday, the video demonstrates the trading interface of Binance DEX along with web, crypto wallet, and Explorer Binance's native public blockchain, Binance Chain, which the firm says will be available on a testnet soon. Based on the video, Binance DEX will have a very similar interface to its existing centralized exchange, with some additional features. For example, it includes an option to generate a 24-word mnemonic seed phrase for users' private keys, a balances tab to inform users of status of their accounts, and a user icon in the navigation bar that shows individual wallet address. So this is interesting. I would like to check this out. That, the fact that it's decentralized, and let's see how it. Let's see. There's a quote here. User funds on DEX will be secured with decentralized wallet applications like Trust Wallet, which has a server-free infrastructure that stores private keys only on the user's device, meaning only users have access to their funds, Binance said in a statement on Wednesday. So, interesting move here. I think decentralized exchanges make sense, and let's see how this functions and rolls out. I would love to try this out. And we'll see how it does. So, but this is definitely big. And once again, going back to the theme of here that we've been talking about, even in the bear market, we're seeing expansion of services. We're seeing acquisitions, mergers, and so forth. Things are still moving forward in the development aspect of things. May not be with the price. The price is going down, right? So you kind of have a decline in the prices, while at the same time you have an upward rise in the development and infrastructure built out, services and new exchanges launching. That's because everyone is preparing for the growth of this market. It is a new asset class. And if you recall earlier this week, I talked about the U.S. Congress introduce regulations and rules. They're looking to put, different types of laws in place to protect consumers with cryptocurrencies, but also regulate the market for growth. And one of the things is so that the U.S. does not get left behind. Now, I already think that U.S. is being left behind right now because other countries are moving ahead, and hopefully the U.S. can move faster so we can get things rolling here. Now, crypto is global, and there's, like I said, just infrastructure and services being built out globally. So that's why there's so much potential here, because it's not just a US-based thing or a Europe thing. This is global. And I'm going to butcher these names. Gazprombank forges new partnership to offer crypto asset services. So this is some Russian, the Swiss wing of Russia's Gazprombank will start offering crypto assets services by mid-2019, according to a press release published by the bank's tech partner, Avalok. So, stock exchanges getting involved, banks, the governments are on board regulating this. We have traditional Wall Street corporate giants getting involved. The writing is on the wall, and I hope you see what's happening here and not just focus on price. I want the price to go up, don't get me wrong, but having been in the market since late 2016, I've gone through some bull runs and corrections and so forth, and the news that we're getting today like this did not exist when I got in the market. It was really, a lot of speculation, a lot of, okay, maybe we could make some quick bucks. But then as I researched and started learning more about what's happening here and the technology and the potential disruption that it causes, I understood that it's very similar to the dot-com boom in the 90s, and we got to be patient and let it build out and grow. And certainly the hodlers will be rewarded, just as the hodlers of Google and Amazon stock and Netflix and so forth and all that paid out. So it's a very similar. Blockchain is essentially the internet. These different projects built on blockchain are like the websites and tools and software built on the internet back in the 90s. So it's a very similar setup here. So the financial technology firm announced that it would build a fully integrated solution for management of client portfolios across all asset classes, including cryptocurrencies. Gazprombank will integrate the said solution into its service to cater for clients that are looking to incorporate crypto assets like Bitcoin into their investment services. The whole deal will become another sign of how crypto adoption in Switzerland is moving in the right direction. So, across the globe, guys, banks, stock exchanges, all these folks gearing up. So I hope you see these facts that I'm presenting to you. I'm not making anything up here, and that you personally, go research all of this yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Even though I'm showing it to you, go and read it yourself and get an understanding of what's happening here, and then make your decision from there. But it is clear. It is very clear what's happening, and man, there's blood on the streets, but these, the big money know what they're doing. They're in it for the long term. The weak hands are getting shaked out, and just the hodlers, those who understand what the big money is doing and where the market is as far as market cycles, are just hodling patiently. And that should essentially be what you're doing. You're just hodling patiently. If you, not financial investment advice, but if you can continue to look to fill your bags, that's essentially what I'm doing. Slowly, I'm not saying I'm dumping a lot of my money into it, but I'm buying, as the dips come around, buying some, for example, XRP, some Bitcoin, because the price is so low. But that is essentially what I'm doing. But let's move on to some XRP news here. Shout out to Leonidas. By the way, you got to follow this guy. This guy, he's researching nonstop, man. He finds all these news items here. So CoinCola has launched its XRP OTC over-the-counter trading. See what's happening here, guys? Again, it's not just for Bitcoin. It's XRP. It's Ethereum. It's a lot of these cryptos. They're selling it OTC. That is not for you and I. It's not reported on the exchanges, and it is a lot of the big money is buying it this way, filling their bags. So it's live here on CoinCola here. And this looks like it's somewhere overseas, if I'm not mistaken. Where's this location? Hong Kong. So they're based in Hong Kong, it looks like. Now, Exchange UK, peer-to-peer platform marketplace, plans to introduce XRP as a base currency. So this is great news. Looks like they replied to a tweet here. XRP looks like it has a good future. That's why we're looking forward to introducing it as a base pair on Exchange Pro. Looks like, yeah. So we're seeing more and more exchanges not only list XRP with fiat pairing, but adding it as a base currency. And that is a use case in itself, because people can use it to trade and buy and sell other cryptocurrencies. We know XRP is way faster, scalable, and cheaper to use than Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. So great sign. And another item here, like I said, shout out to Leonidas. Paycasa, a service that helps businesses instantly accept payments on their website and make bulk payments through many payment systems, supports XRP amongst other cryptocurrencies. So looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP, and some other altcoins as well. So continued adoption and integration here, guys. So that's the news items. Like I said, definitely, if you can, check out this TD Ameritrade network item here. With these people, big movers in the crypto market, are going to be at the Nasdaq, which we know the Nasdaq is going to list Bitcoin futures next year. So these people are not worried, and I'm glad, I'm happy to see that they're coming out and speaking about it as well. So definitely check that out. Like I said, Grayscale keeps doing their thing, and they hold a lot of Bitcoin and other cryptos as well. So guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I mentioned, this is not financial or investment advice. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. And I will talk to you all later.